Hi everyone, welcome back baddies, my friends. Hello, how are you? Today I figured I'd just sit down. I don't know if you guys know, iluvsarahi, Karen, I forget her last name now that she's married, but I think it's Robles. But she posted a look, and I think it was in collaboration with Maybelline. She's a Maybelline partner, but it was like this smoky eye, and it looked almost like a double wing. Like, it was smoky, but she did a regular smoky, but there was this contrast between right here. It was so subtle, but it did all the difference, and I'm gonna try to recreate that. I'm not good at eyeshadow at all by any means, but I figured we'd try. I went to Walmart and I picked up these two eyeshadow palettes. I tried to use them. She used a Maybelline palette, but I don't know, I wanted to try something new, so I'm gonna try to recreate it. I'll insert a picture somewhere here for you guys to see the look that I'm going for. But it was very sultry, very sexy, very bold eyes, a nudish lip. But I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, that little contrast between here, almost like a double liner, that contrast. So obviously, because I'm not very good with my eyes, I'm gonna start with eyes first and then I'll do the base. So let me curl my lashes, because I always start with my lashes curled, and then I'll be right back. Actually, I lied. I'm a big fat liar, apparently. I'm a fan of lying. We're gonna start with the base. I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Primer Serum, the purple one, to refine pores. I've used this one. I really like it. I feel like it gives me a good surface to work with. It goes on decently hydrating, but it's not too dewy. Whereas something like the Grippy Primer can get a little too dewy, very sticky. This one isn't sticky. It's just a nice base to work with. But it does smell like lavender very strongly, so if you're not into smells, you're not gonna like it. And then I let it dry a little bit. I don't know, I do it like a peasant. I have this. I have a fan. And when I'd say when it's about like 80% dry, I go in with just a little bit more, just like that. And then I focus it right here on my pores, because I do believe it is pretty pore blurring. Just like that. And then I let it dry fully. I didn't wash my hair last night, and I worked out this morning, and it's kind of greasy, so I just slapped a headband on it. Okay, so with my handy dandy super fancy schmancy mason jar lid that I use as a foundation tray, I'm going in with the Maybelline Lumi Matte, with the Maybelline, hey, maybe it's Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation in the shade 220. I usually mix my Grippy Serum with a foundation to make a skin tint, but I've never thought of mixing this primer into it to see what kind of... Ooh, it's bubbling. It's bubbling. It's in there. It's bubbling. So anyways, I'm gonna take what am I gonna take actually? I'm taking this brush. It's the Teoyal from Amazon. I got it a little bit ago and I really liked it, but it's like a slanted paw brush. I'm just gonna slap it on. I'm gonna start off with base, and then I'll just use concealer to clean up, right? I burned the shit out of my forehead, and I'm saying shit, I'm so sorry, but it hurt, and now it's there to remind me, it mocks me, my battle scars mock me. Anyways, it looks a little crazy, but I promise you it's my shade in real life. In person, it does look better. Look, see? I need to figure out the lighting situation. I moved my desk. I think I've complained about it already like 5,000 times, but I moved my desk to this corner, and it's a lot darker than when I was over there. But over there, my desk was always in the way, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. That's how we're looking. I think, hold on. I don't think, actually, hold on. I think I'm avoiding trying to do this eye makeup because I really liked it, but you know, here we are. I'm not a professional. I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna prime my eye with the Morphe Solo Artist in the shade Airplay. Just, it's very light actually. I'm just going with it. F it. And I'm using a Profusion, like just a little blender brush. Oh wow. Beautiful. I actually haven't used it. Like, I know I had the color, but I wasn't expecting that much pigment. Oops. Just like a dat. You guys don't know, I wear glasses and I just took them off. I don't have contacts, and I do own contacts. I just hate wearing contacts and I hate wasting them. So I just kind of say a prayer and hope for the best when I take off my glasses and do this. Also, this isn't a bruise or anything. While I was at Walmart, I picked up these two, but also I found this from Hard Candy. It's the Hard Candy Moods, and it's a liquid eyeshadow. And I got curious. I wonder how it compares to the Makeup by Mario ones. They don't have the exact shades, but this dark chocolate brown, especially under like some glitter with the smoky eye, gorgeous. So that's why I picked it up. I'm gonna try it out, but it was only like $4 too, so it had other shades too. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Pro Crease Brush, like the old wooden one. It's so old. And I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade, and I'm gonna set the eye essentially, especially up here. I'm focusing it up here, but just a light dusting of powder, just like that. Now I am going to go in with, see, this looks really warmed, toned in comparison to what she did. Hers was more cool. So I went back to look at it. So first of all, her eye is just naturally that sultry, so I'm just gonna have to mimic it because my eyes are not that sultry, girl. But she didn't go in with that bright of a under eye, so I'm just gonna figure it out. But I'm gonna go in with this Days palette, mini palette from Hard Candy. I'm gonna go in with this middle brownish grayish. I'm just gonna buff that truly all over the eye. And it was so simple. I guess it's just the sultriness of her eyes naturally that made the look shine. Who knew? I got it a little bit in here. That's okay. I'm gonna clean it up with concealer. So I love that cool toned looks are making a comeback, because I always thought that cool tone looks back in like the earlier 2000s, I always thought that they looked so chic. And it reminds me of the "'cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby." So, and I've always wanted to be a teenage dirtbag. She went in with like a darker type of brown, and she did her wing. So I'm gonna just take I'm taking the Milani, I didn't even tell you guys what this was. The Milani Gilded Mini, and this one's in the shade Whiskey Business. Sorry. But I'm gonna take, am I gonna take it? I lied. I'm gonna take the black in this palette instead, and I'm gonna do a small little baby wing. Just taking an angled eyeliner brush. I'm gonna hold my breath, because I'm telling you, I suck at wing liner. Who is she? Who is she? Let me do the other one now. How we're looking right now. I'm just trying to block out the light coming in from this window. And then she did grab like a darker, like matte brown, gray, like a ground. Is that a word? Ground? Ground? That'd be grown. That would be grown. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with this color, the second to darkest shade. She went in with just a tiny bit. I'm gonna do that. And then she just patted it on her eye, so I'm gonna do that. That didn't work out. Okay, hold on. Which I'm pretty sure hers was like some sort of cream shadow, thinking about it, but I'm not gonna go in with that. That's not dark enough. That's not the color she went for. We might be getting somewhere. I'm not really sure. It's okay. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna go in and do my brows now. Anything to avoid working on the eyes. That's how we're looking. We're gonna wait for those brows to dry, and then I'm gonna lightly fill them in. My favorite brow pencil is the L'Oreal Stylist Brow Definer. This one's in the shade Brunette. I think it's the wrong shade. I'm usually dark brown. Hold on. I can't find my dark brown, so we're just rocking with the brunette. But know that I use dark brown, not brunette. Because this can pull a little too warm tone on me. But for the sake of today. Now we're going in with concealer. For concealer, we're going in with the Revlon Color Stay Flex Bar. This is in the shade Medium, I believe. And under the eyes. Which surprisingly, I don't have to do a lot of cleaning up here. It's mostly in here. So yay me. I'm gonna push it in. And I'm gonna clean like right here, the side of my nose, as well as on this side. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the Tower 28 concealer just to brighten under my eyes, because I don't feel like this is too brightening. It's not as brightening as I need it to be, so. Okay, that's how we're looking. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Blurfection powder in the shade Pink. And I'm gonna use a powder puff. If I can find my powder puff. I found a powder puff. And I'm gonna bring it just in here a little bit. Kind of brighten that up too. The rest of my face, I'm going in with the Tower 28 powder in the shade Translucent on like a bigger fluffy brush. And just more than anything, on my T-zone, I'm looking for more of a matte finish, to be honest. Not so dewy. For bronzer, as always, the NYX Buttermelt in Butter Biscuit. Yeah, Butter Biscuit. Big old fluffy brush. I think this is an e.l.f. one complexion brush. It gets the job done. Ignore that. My headphone's going on it. I'm so happy I found this blush, the Tower 28 Get Set in Long Beach Iced Tea, because it's my favorite. It's nude, it's like not too cool, not too like warm, it's just right in the middle, and it looks like it gives nothing in the pan, but it gives a little something on the cheeks, and I love that. So I'm going with a blush brush. I'm going in with the double-ended Jessup F01. Reload it up. We didn't forget about the lash line though. We're coming back to that. Look at that. Okay, now. I'm going in with a Sigma E25 brush. That same first color that we first blended out with. Let out my brush a little bit. Going in the lower lash line. But rather than blending into my eyeliner, I'm going to blend sort of downward, straight, like this. Up on my eye. Ew. Okay, I'm going to take that same wing liner brush, that same shade, kind of do that, like a double wing liner, and do it on both sides. Just like that. You see it? This eye is always my better eye. This is like the rebellious one. It doesn't want to do what I see, well, I tell it to do. But you can kind of see it there. Going in, back in with that same brush. I'm not adding any more eyeshadow or anything. I'm just gonna gently blend it. literally just tap like 3 times, okay? Now, her eye was naturally kind of shaped like this. Whatever she did, she looks snatched. I love it. So, now to mimic that little space, I'm going to go in with the NYX Epic Smoke Liner. See, I thought, this one's in the shade White Smoke. It's just a white liner. See, I thought she was doing like a double liner. But no, her eye is so snatched. I love that for her. You see it? I'm going with a lot of mascara and then I'll be back, okay? That's how it's looking. However, I did go back to look at the picture of reference and she does look like she has like a more like, what is that called? Like a foxy liner. So I'm going to attempt to do that again. So actually I'm going to bring in the rest of that brown, the rest of that liner all the way in and try to connect it right here to kind of elongate my eye. But I don't know, man. I just want to look like a 90s supermodel like her. Okay. That's looking. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side, okay. This eye looks okay, but this eye is starting to look like Cleopatra and she's a baddie, but she's not the baddie I'm going for right now. So it's not working out for me, fam. It's not working out for me. It's a good thing I wear glasses. I'm just gonna put my glasses on top. I'm gonna let it go for now. I'll probably come back to it again, but I'm gonna do my lips. And for lips, we're going in with Maybelline Let's Bounce all over. There we go. And then Maybelline Stone. Ooh, jumped up at me. Does it look like hers? I don't think it does. Maybe if I brighten my inner corner. Hold on. Let's brighten the inner corner a little bit. I want to be a baddie. I think that's it. I like it. Now, if you're going out or you're doing it for an event, obviously add lashes, like fake lashes. For me, it's Wednesday. It's 3 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. My kid's out there. I don't need fake lashes. But you def do. You def do, babes. I don't. But I think that's it. Let me not zoom in, but let me move closer. Let me block this. That's what we're working with. Yay me. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Yay me. I like how it looked. I like how it turned out. I don't think I look, no, I don't look. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Yay me. I obviously don't look like her. I wish I did. She's so gorgeous, but am I a 90s plus size supermodel? I don't think it looks similar to hers at all whatsoever, but I like how it looks on its own. That's pretty much it. If you watched the whole video, thanks for hanging out with me. If not, but love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.